What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Scenario, where we ask the important questions, like could you do a better job than Gru? Part 2!
Keeps laughing even faster. Shady's here with all the answers. A podcast full of fun romancers. Rolling dice, no time to think. Chaos comes before you blink. First create another scene. Messing up in ways unseen. How not to solve a scenario.
Parents literally covering their children's eyes as soon as you come on the screen.
Ugh.
No, it's the Flesh Gordon.
Why would he come on?
That's what it is.
It's
His is the
3D,
version
isn't it?
that your dad brings home without knowing what he bought.
You won't know what I'm doing until it hits the screen because it's all pixelated.
Yeah. What is
He might be masturbating,
What
but I
is
can't
he-
tell. He was masturbating.
No, that was just lubrication. It's just
Kids.
lubrication.
Take off the 3D glasses, kids. Take off the 3D glasses.
It's
Oh,
4D.
it's 4D. You've been slime.
Honey, I spaff.
Someone just spanked my ass.
Honey, I spaff the kids style, is it? It's the 4D adventure. Yeah, the ride from fucking Disney.
Just a dildo comes up
There's a
through the
4D
chair.
ride, isn't there?
Your nan's there like,
I don't know what you're on about. I love this movie.
really tickles me on the inside.
So is that your 3?
It is
That's my
tickling me
three.
on the inside.
Yeah.
It is
But-
despicable.
So bad, I'm coming back tomorrow.
Despicable me.
Oh, God.
Despicable you.
Thing is, right? He fucks up with like the underage kids and all the aged kids, but then he's got basically pensioners lining up round the door.
No. This is a U for Universal.
It's you for the shape of the dildo. It's double pointed
Oh, good.
for his pleasure.
Disgusting. And how are you better
No,
than Gru?
it's
I really
despicable.
don't know. How are you better than Gru? How is
The
this?
title of the film is just Despicable.
I'm guessing you're just
Despicable us.
I'm guessing you're trying to. Go,
I made it, but you turned up.
I'm guessing you're trying to go so despicable that you don't get shown after like the first day or so.
It's only on one streaming service after
Yeah.
theater release.
Yeah.
Pornhub.
It's bad. It's bad. Oh well, that is despicable. But yeah, no, you
Still made it to season 3.
But the first two. Or the
I've been
second-
greenlit for a 4th movie. I don't know why.
I love this despicable me.
Rotten Tomatoes has given me a massive score.
Time magazine
Critics
and
acclaimed.
Vanity loved this.
Anyway, you're
Right.
next.
Is it me?
Yep.
Is it? Cool. So I'm going to try and run similar to actually what the movie did, because I'm going to try and do better than what he actually did. I'm going to answer the question, guys. So first things first. Seeing as we're having different minions, I'm going for robots.
Okay.
All right?
Of course.
Danger
Standard,
Will
what,
Robinson.
really highly intelligent AI.
No, Henry Hoover's.
We know what he's doing with
We
it.
know what he's doing with the Hoovers.
Yeah, all right.
We've been here before.
Turning into Marv again.
And a lot of them.
No, suck it.
Yeah.
Sucky Sucky 3000s.
But my plan in the long term is I'm going to suck the moon. I have Henry Hoover.
Well, the man in there will be very happy.
You're going to create a suction so strong it brings the moon to you.
Yes, and then I could just.
You know Gru shrinks it
Yeah, I know.
so he can actually hold it.
Yeah, that's what
You're
I'm going
just
to do.
crashing it into Earth.
Yeah, I'm bringing it to me. I don't have to then
You're going to cause
fly
mass,
to the
mass
moon.
tsunamis.
Yeah. Who cares?
Bring a lot.
You're
of women
probably
on
going to
their
kill
periods.
yourself.
Doubtful.
He's just causing his own Noah.
He's causing his own death.
Oh, do you know what? My own Noah.
Just
is
a boat.
brilliant.
But instead of animals he's saved, he's just saved robots and himself.
Yeah.
It's
Henry
not
Hoover's.
successful if you're going to die.
What about
Technically it
Henrietta
is.
Hoovers?
What?
Henrietta Hoovers.
Yeah, no, they've got a breed.
They're called Hetties.
They've got to
Oh, they're
breed.
called Hetties.
Yeah, they
They're
got
called
to
Hetties.
breed.
The females are called Hetties.
Yeah.
Sheeny knows.
Yes, I do.
His has got a wig on.
He puts the lipstick on the Hoover.
on the nozzle.
How? What do you mean they've got a breed? Oh, they're alive.
Yeah, Henry.
I think he thinks that Henrys and Henriettas make babies.
What's
They're
the
called
baby?
Hetties.
What's the baby one's called? Do they have baby
No,
ones?
there was a third. It was called Sam, I think.
Yeah,
That's
green.
shit.
It was
Yeah, I
green,
think so. I
wasn't
think
it?
it was
Yeah.
called
Hey,
Sam.
we know a Sam, and he sucks at everything as well. He sucks at everything.
I think it was Sam, the third.
I don't
Hoover.
remember.
I can't remember. There is a third one, and it has a different name, and it's like, well, now Hetty's cheating. So
If it was a bigger, blacker Hoover, I'd
if it's,
understand.
if it's Black Hoover, then that's hilarious.
An upright.
It's called Shaquille. It's got
Oh my God!
It's got a longer. It's
There
got a
is one
longer
called
nozzle.
James.
There's one called
There's one
James.
called James.
A longer nozzle.
So there's no Sam.
Oh,
So
it's James.
you've got Henry,
Yeah,
Henry XL Plus,
that's the black one.
That's
The black one.
Henry Quick, Henry Extra, Henry Pet, Harry,
Harry.
There's
Is
a
that
Harry
like
the
his
Hoover.
brother or something? Like...
Hetty, James.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
the difference between them all?
It does tell you. each
We're
one.
not going into the difference on this podcast.
No. This is a history lesson, right?
George
George.
and Charles.
Charles is like the posh one, right? Definitely the rich.
They
He
get
cleans
brother.
up spills.
I'm not sucking that.
James is designed for professional cleaners and tradespeople. George is
Yeah,
large.
James handles the heavy load.
George is the green one.
James is the industrial one.
George is the green one.
Ah,
And Harry is for pets.
there you go.
What are you sucking up pets for?
Red Rocket. It's a South Park reference. Don't
There
worry.
is
It's a very
cordless
old
one,
South
but that's just
Park
Henry
reference,
Cordless, and that's
but it
not
checks out.
funny.
No, Henry Cordless is pretty funny because then I've dealt with one of the problems.
So are you having a
So he's
mixture of all
plugged
of
in.
these wandering around everywhere?
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Are their
dun,
nozzles
dun,
just
dun.
trailing?
Yeah.
Are they like? Is
But
it?
that
What is
nozzle's
it?
their nose, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Nunu.
Well, yeah, technically, yeah.
What's the one-
Nunu was from Teletubbies.
Oh yeah,
Nunu from
Nunu's
Teletubbies.
my scientist guy.
So he's
Lead
just a bigger
Hoover.
Yeah, he's the scientist guy.
Sucks up Jim's tubby tustard.
Somebody's got it.
Why is it pink?
Seeing as Sheen moved on to his own condom thing, well, I have to get my own.
So
You're in a
at the minute,
Teletubby
he's not
outfit.
he's not left his lair. He's just him and his hoovers.
Him and his Ubers, he's locked the door.
I swear, I'm gonna suck the moon one day.
Right after this.
It hasn't come out in years.
You're probably wondering why I called you to this meeting. Zip.
Hoovers.
Oh, maybe I'm not going to suck the moon. Maybe I'm going to do like they did in Spaceballs and just have a giant Hoover and suck up all the water.
Oxygen.
I'm going to go for water. It's
So
easier.
you're gonna drain the ocean.
What?
Yeah.
Dump it on Mars.
No, just keep it.
Yeah, but it's all just gonna sit in a giant Hoover.
Yeah,
And
I
how
know. In
are
a
you-
giant
how-
Henry.
Oh, that
Now,
was-
let's realistically think how big a Hoover's got to be to drain an ocean.
Oh, it's
You're
big.
size
also
of the
going
Earth.
to kill all
Yes.
the sea life.
Yeah, no, they'll get sucked up with it. I'll have the world's biggest aquarium.
The
technically.
Hoover would have to be the size of the Earth.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get building.
So you're going to construct it in space.
Yeah, in space.
On the moon.
On the moon.
I thought you were googling a fact then. I thought you were like, right, let's Google, see how realistic.
I thought he
you
was
can suck up the
googling
ocean.
Spaceballs. To be fair, he knows. He's
So
seen
you're going to
Spaceballs.
build
Wizard's
a
Spaceballs.
out of space Hoover to threaten the Earth
And it's got to look like a Henry Hoover as well.
with suction.
Right? And it's got to have a cord.
So you're going to have the video conference with the president and be like,
Leaders
Dr.
of the world.
Dr. Evil style,
Yes.
right? I'm going to drain the oceans.
So the Earth contains 1,386,000,000 cubic kilometers
Yeah.
of water.
It's a big Hoover.
Yeah, so he needs a planetary size Hoover.
You also need to have a nozzle that sucks up the huge sea life creatures that are in there.
Yeah, I'm alright with this.
and the ones that we don't know about.
Mermaids.
Oh, that'd be even better. They'd have nowhere to
You,
hide.
you start draining that ocean, God knows what we're
yeah,
finding
they'd have
in there.
nothing to hide. They'd have nowhere
That's
to
even more.
hide.
Fucking Cthulhu bursts out.
Yeah,
That's 12,033 quintillion liters.
yeah,
That's a lot of milk cartons, dude.
that is.
That's a big Hoover to do
That's
that
a
job.
massive
It's
Hoover.
a big Hoover. But Henry Hoover can take
How
that
are you going to
amount.
get away building this thing without anybody noticing?
I'll
It's
put
going
it
to be
behind the
it's
moon.
literally big. It's the size of the Earth. It's going
I'll
to
hide it
out
behind
the,
the
fucking sun.
moon.
The dark side of
dark
the moon.
side of the moon.
With the
There'll be-
Transformers.
Yeah. Just a Henry Hoover comes from behind it.
That's no moon.
You're literally going to eclipse the Earth. as well.
Mother of
imagine that.
God.
It'd be like Independence Day.
But Henry.
Yeah, with the Henry
Smiling
Hoover.
down at the Earth.
That's the best.
It's blotched out the sun.
It will. It'll block out the sun. It'll cause a fucking ice age.
Good. Now give me $1 billion. I've
You've got to build the fucking thing.
dumped so much money into this.
I've done so much money into this.
It would be easier to build a really long tube and just suck the water up from Earth and dump it on the moon.
Well, no, I was just going to put it in the bag and
And then
I'll take
paint the moon red and write Henry across it.
What, just hollow out the moon.
It's a blood red moon tonight. Wait a minute. It says Henry.
Why is the moon sponsored?
Why has it got eyes and a smile on it now? They always said there was a face on the
I
moon.
mean,
and
you're
there it
better
is.
off creating a device that can evaporate the Earth's oceans.
No, because then how am I supposed to put it back if I want it?
Well, you just don't.
Yeah, well,
You
that's
start
the problem.
evaporating and then they pay you and then you stop.
Yeah, but if they don't pay me, then
Then you start evaporating again.
Yeah, and
You'd
I've
cause
evaporated
just
all the water.
torrential downfall of
yeah.
rain constantly.
That's why I'm just going to.
Because it would cool when it gets to the upper atmosphere again and just fall.
Yeah,
Good.
You would make just constant
tropical
rain.
storms.
Constantly.
I love the fact that these two are looking at the implications of what they're doing. Or what I'm doing. No, they're fine with the
I was
stuff
a
they
sim
did.
pimp. Okay?
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
point.
sim
You were
pimp.
making tree money.
I'm just a businessman.
And you're just Steve Jobs.
Like, you're actually trying to environmentally destroy the Earth.
I mean, I can also feasibly shrink the moon down to this size.
Yeah, but that's Gru. Yeah.
Yeah. So why can't I fucking suck up all the water from the oceans in a Henry Hoover?
I mean, realistically, you could do so. If you developed a shrink ray, you could do so much more with that than just shrink the moon.
why would I want to shrink the moon? Though?
Shrink the White House with everybody inside.
Okay. But
And
why
be
would I
like,
want to
I
do
won't
that?
return you to normal size unless you give me all your money.
You son of a bitch!
Have you used it on your penis? No. So it's normal size, thank you.
I have
I
been
used to be a
told
large
that
ray. What are you talking about?
used to be like an iceberg before.
Yeah, you could just shrink people. Like
No.
world leaders and
No,
shit.
why would I want that?
Get them fucking go to UN, like when they're all gathered
could
at one
collect
table, like
pets.
one building, and just.
What, like a zoo?
You could have a pet
Oh,
Obama.
you could have a mini zoo.
You could have
Imagine
a
a mini zoo, a tiny zoo
What?
you could have a
World
pet Liz
leaders.
Truss.
of world
Oh,
leaders.
Lord.
You could shove them all in the Barbie house. All the world leaders, like the president of the United, all the presidents and prime ministers and all that, all in a Barbie house.
No, I can't do that. I've already made my choices. Fran, it's your turn.
Okay. So my minions
I'm gonna be.
are going to be the card people from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, you're gonna have a deck of cards.
Okay.
going around.
Yeah,
Are they
Okay.
human size?
Are they Alice in Wonderland sized?
they are.
Oh, that's
okay.
horrific.
That's even creepier.
That's worse.
yeah.
Could you imagine that
It would be
running
so
off with
much
money
better if
bags
they
from
were
a
play
bank?
card size.
That's their
like-
babies.
Oh, they have babies. How do they have sex? They don't have genitals.
You don't know what they got.
They rub cards.
Just rub up against each
To
other.
be fair, you've seen the
paper cup.
clubs.
Why is there a brown card? The red and black rubbed together.
What is this? What is this?
And I'm going to be Queen Gru.
Queen Gru. Okay.
So a female version of Gru.
And I'm going to have illegal casinos. That's how I'm going to make
What
money.
with
Illegal
like, What with
casinos?
like basically?
Yeah, they look legal, but they're not.
I mean,
Are they
casinos.
fixed?
Casinos are notoriously fixed anyway to
Yeah.
favour the house.
And,
Yeah.
but my cards.
Are just the babies of the ones that have been having cards, babies?
Do you think?
the-
Do you not think that people would catch on to that pretty quickly and then not go to your casinos because they're not fair?
No, because I'm going to have smoke thingies in the casinos that drug people.
Like Percy
so they
Jackson.
think these are normal people.
Please tell me you've seen Percy Jackson.
Yes.
License
Yeah.
Thief. Yeah.
Yeah, the drug
The
from
Lotus
there.
Flower Casino,
Yes.
where everyone's drugged and doesn't really realise,
Yeah.
and they just live in the casino because they
Yeah.
don't know how long they've been there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So she's drugging people as soon as they get in the casino to just.
That's probably the most evil thing anyone's done at this table.
It
Yeah.
is. It might be. And
Just
I sucked up
roofing
all the
people.
water.
It is practically drugging people so they just stay in your casino and spend money until I guess they run out of
Until
money.
the guests run out. Then they get escorted out by some playing cards.
Yeah.
See, to be honest,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the guards all around the place are playing cards.
It's-
And then as
with
soon as they
earpieces
leave, they forget everything.
Ooh. See, it's pretty evil. But actually, normal casinos just do it with lobster and food instead.
They do it
And
with
no
they do it
windows.
with the drink service to the slot
Yeah,
machines.
exactly.
Yeah.
Keeps you there.
And no windows.
It's unlimited drinks.
Yeah.
As long as you're sitting at a slot machine playing it, they'll give you drink after drink after drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So,
Water.
But you're just drugging people.
Yes.
I mean, at least she's being honest about what she's doing.
Well,
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay, that's part one of how you're going to be more evil.
Well, what's your big diabolical scheme?
To get all the money in the world so I can build my fancy ass castle.
do you not think people would come looking for their missing family members?
Oh, sorry.
Do you-
What?
wouldn't people come looking for their missing family members?
No.
Yeah, and then they'll forget about it.
Then
when they
then
get
they'll
there.
come in, they'll spend money, and then when they leave,
They'll
they'll be
forget
like,
why
So
Oh,
you'll have
yeah.
a whole family wandering around that forgot each other and are just wandering around the same casino at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Poor
the-
little
Do you
Timothy's
know
just
what?
starving.
No, poor little Timothy. He's been there since he was like fucking 5.
I was going to say, poor little Timothy is now
78
Yeah.
years later.
yeah.
before he runs out of money. How much money is 5-year-old Timothy got?
Good inheritance.
Yeah.
When they run out of money, they leave, and then they get sprayed again with stuff to forget.
Forget me not, pounder.
Yeah. Or I could give them the little biscuits from Alice in Wonderland. And
Why
they will
not
say,
just a mint?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. just with a
see,
forget me thing
I
on
don't
it.
mint.
Okay.
If it was me, and
Exactly.
somebody was like, "Would you like a mint, sir?" I'd be like, "Of course
Just
I would."
one
As you're being
fucking
escorted
mint.
out because you've
I'm
run out
sorry,
of money.
I'm sorry.
Have a mint. Oh. Do you know, that's not a bad establishment after all.
Exactly.
And then they just forget where they'd lost
Yeah.
their money and everything.
Yours might be the most evil one out of all of them.
She's drugging people.
I mean, that's fine. Like, if we're going for evil stuff, that's evil.
And
On a
nobody,
scale
nobody
of
will
one
go
to
up
evil,
against
how
my
evil is
cards
it?
I mean,
because
evil.
they're terrifying.
Because they've got spears
I was about to
And
say,
they're terrifying.
Got swords and shit.
and halberds.
And they somehow have sex with each other.
what?
They'd rub cards
The one
in the
with,
middle of the floor.
You want to see a trick?
the one with clubs on looks like a dick, so you'll probably get away with those being.
What
the,
does your
uh,
dick look like to look like a club?
I wish I had my playing cards in here.
What the fuck?
It's the closest you're going to get to a nubby dick.
Any other
so-
questions?
No, we just pan round in Fran's casino and there's a guy in latex. There's a guy that looks like Hitman in a polo
With a club dick.
in a turtleneck, and a guy with a club dick.
I feel like my one's pretty evil.
It's probably the most evil.
It's probably the most likely to get away with.
But I've got to say,
I mean, mine, I kind of stay low. I just, do my shit on the down low.
I've got to say though, unfortunately, Diddy did it before, so like, you're just copying somebody else, aren't you, really?
They did it.
Diddy did it better, apparently.
And on that recent relevant news, it's time for us to chuff off. The list was out, by the way. Have a read. If you've got any questions or queries or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at How Not to Summon, or join our Discord at How Not to Summon a Podcast, or go to our YouTube to find all our vids. I have been the latex guru.
I've been classy, Gru.
I've been Henry Hoover Guru.
I've been Queen Gru.
Druggy guru.
Druggy. Gru.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Sarah.
How not to solve a scenario. Grace and Jim Shady on the go. Laughing loud with the crazy show. I'm not to summon a scenario. Grace and Jim Shady on the go. Laughing loud with the crazy show.